They laughed at him. One human. Alone. Sent to negotiate, they thought. Or maybe observe. A joke in armor. A weak species. Look who's here to conquer us, one alien general said, smirking. But they didn't know what humanity truly was. They didn't know what he carried. And when the sky lit up behind him, when his signal went live, it was already too late. Because the human hadn't come to negotiate. He'd come to give them one last chance. Like the video and subscribe for more jaw-dropping HFY stories where one human changes everything. They brought him into the Great Hall in chains. Not real ones. Just symbolic, more like cuffs for a message. He was the only human in the chamber. Around him stood warlords of the Gorthal Combine, 15 systems strong, thousands of ships, decades of conquest under their banner. They'd just crushed another race, the Marnock, and they had their eyes on Earth. But they wanted to talk first, as if they expected Earth to submit. The human, Lieutenant Eric Vale, stood calm in the center of the room. Dented armor, scarred cheek, calm eyes. Is this it? One of the warlords laughed. This is your invasion force. Another jeered. Where's your army, Terran? Eric tilted his head. You think I'm here to fight? Oh, we know you're not here to fight, the lead general snorted. You're here to beg. More laughter. They circled him like predators toying with prey. You were sent to represent your people? The general sneered. Do they know you're this small? Eric glanced up at the towering alien, over 9 feet of muscle and armor, and smiled. No, I'm not here to represent my people. I'm here to give you a message. The warlord chuckled. Do tell. Eric raised a single hand and tapped the side of his armor. There was a pulse, a faint hum, and then silence. The lights dimmed for a second. A long pause. Then the air began to change. The warlords frowned. One checked his comlink. Nothing. Another tapped his tactical display. Scrambled. What did you do? The general hissed. Eric looked at him dead in the eyes. I activated judgment. Outside, the sky changed. First, the clouds turned gold. Then they split. The first human ship emerged like a blade through space. Then another. And another. 13 ships. Not massive fleets. Not thousands of carriers. Just 13. But each one was a Titan-class ghost frame warship, cloaked in tech no alien had ever seen, running silently until this moment. By the time the Combine's orbital satellites detected them, they were already surrounded. The general barked, Defense grid, activate. Launch interceptors. Nothing responded. Eric said calmly, that signal I sent, it wasn't an attack command. It was a release key. You've been under lockdown for 3 minutes. You're bluffing. Eric smiled. And then, every screen in the Great Hall turned on. Footage poured in. Combine fleets. Dead in space. Engines offline. Crew screaming. Drone forges. Offline. Shield barriers. Flickering, then gone. Eric looked around. You wanted to laugh. You wanted to see if a single human could conquer a system. He stepped forward as alarms blared. I'm not a soldier. He took off his helmet. I'm your warning. The lead warlord charged forward in rage. I'll rip you apart with my own hands. Eric didn't move. He just raised his eyes and whispered, now. The ceiling exploded. Not from outside. From above, a dropship had pierced orbital armor and dropped a kinetic lance straight through the council floor. And through the warlord. By the time the dust settled, Eric was gone. So were 10 of the warlords. Human forces had already landed, silent and efficient. Hours later, the Combine officially surrendered. But that wasn't what scared the rest of the galaxy. It was what Earth did after. They didn't occupy. They didn't enslave. They simply broadcast one message across every open channel. We gave them a chance. They laughed. We don't laugh back.